So this week, on top of viewing the movie Her, we had the chance to research some more digital artist innovators, I guess you could say. I was assigned Douglas Engelbart, and he is most commonly known for inventing the computer mouse in 1964. He was born in Portland, Oregon in 1925, and then he passed away at the age of 88 in July of 2013. He was very much in the design phase of when technology was first coming to be common use. He actually created the first 2D editing system, and he used a lot of mixed text graphic and shared screen viewing. So he did the first video sharing conference where he was using computers to connect people in network, and he wanted to focus it on being in real time. So that's where his interaction kind of came in, where he conducted the first public computer video conference. And I think that's really cool. He was a radar technician in World War II. He had a PhD in electrical engineering, so he's just very technological focused and very much on that innovative stage of the game, because it was kind of the beginning of all of this technology being used. We viewed the movie Her, which is a sci-fi movie, and I would say that Engelbart would not just dismiss it as fiction. The idea of connecting, sharing, and updating is what those operating systems are about, that the character in the movie falls in love with. I don't know if he would agree with the emotional aspect and the whole falling in love part, but I think he would definitely see those operating systems as something that's, he would support, very efficient. They read the emails, they, organized everything. It's like a very advanced stage of things that we have now, like, iPhone, Ask Siri. You just hold it down and say, Siri, do this for me, and then it does, or attempts to capture and then do whatever command that you request. There's also things like Google Home and Amazon Echo or Alexa, and those are more like connected to other devices in your house, is a good way to put it. You turn on this thing, and it's a voice command thing, so if you say things like, Alexa, play this song, and it'll turn on the audio file that you're requesting to play. So I don't think this is a very far-fetched feature. These things are, everywhere today, like more and more. How can we do hands-off and keep using technology and evolving? I don't think that's a desirable future. I'm very hesitant to the immense use of technology. I think that the more that we rely on these computers and these machines to do things for us, the less that we will start to do ourselves. At what point will these systems evolve, like they kind of showed in the movie, where they're smarter than us and they're more advanced than us? At what point will they no longer need humans to do those inputs and make those algorithms for them? At what point will, they kind of just, I don't want to say, robot takeover, because that's just very sci-fi fiction stuff, but in a sense, if they don't need humans to program and they're smarter and more advanced, then what are we good for? But I do think that it's an interesting movie. It's a very I liked it, but it was kind of weird at the same time. The idea of falling in love with the computer, this operating system, it's not a real person. I don't think it's very weird. I first kind of thought of it as, like, it seemed like they were just people in a long distance relationship, and, they were communicating over the telephone and, like, video chat and FaceTime, things like that, but there was never a person on the other side. It was just a computer. It's just algorithms. It's zeros and ones. It's in the matrix. It's not an actual person. There's no being behind it. So to me, the idea that it could grow emotions and feelings like that is just beyond my comprehension. So, in my opinion, hopefully that doesn't take over the future, and, humans will be enough for other humans to interact with. But hey, only time will tell.